I won't keep you because there are way more interesting people for you to hear from still to come. These panelists have been fantastic. These are people that many of whom I've known for a long time. But I wanted to just say a few words very briefly. How many here in the room have seen The Avengers, the movie? Okay. And how many of you have seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Iron Man? Spider-Man? Okay. So all of you have pretty much seen one of these movies, and they're all involving comic book heroes. So I know you're asking yourself, what the hell does that have to do with it? And lawyers are a little bit like superheroes. Go ahead, laugh. It's okay. I'm going to explain to you why I think so. So first of all, I'm also the first in my family to go to law school. My parents were the first generation to come over. Didn't know a single lawyer. They struggled to make things happen, to get me to college, to get me into law school. But lawyers are like superheroes in a lot of ways, because when I was growing up, you start off with certain events in your life that could be potentially traumatic or difficult or something that really spurs you. For me, it was a lot of times it was discrimination. A lot of times it was about watching my parents struggle and not understand what they needed to do or what they needed to in a particular instance. For example, my mother was in an accident, and somehow she didn't really understand all of the rights that she had to sort of pursue what would happen in that accident. Didn't understand what a deposition was. So all of us, I bet, including the panelists here, have some of that like that. I mean, you heard Billy talk about how his grandfather was trying to go to law school, didn't quite make it. And so then, that's just like all those superhero movies you see. Everybody's got some traumatic and potentially life-altering event. Every superhero has a chance where they start to gain certain powers. And that's what law school can do for you, potentially. If you are somebody who likes to read, somebody who likes to write, law school will make you better. It'll teach you how to be a better public speaker, potentially. Teach you how to be a more critical thinker. If you like games, if you like strategy, if you like trying to figure out how to outwit the other people, law school will help make you better. And so that's where you gain your powers. Then you'll go maybe get a job, or maybe even before you get a job, you'll probably hit some tough times during that period. Just, you'll struggle a little bit. Maybe things don't go so well in a particular case you're working on. I bet you all of our panelists have a moment like that. And you heard some of them talk about, hey, they talked to other people who were mentors for them. Same thing in the superhero movies, right? Everybody has that moment where they get a pep talk from somebody. Uncle Ben talks to Peter Parker, right? Says, hey, this is what you need to do. So that's going to happen for you if you become a lawyer. It happened to all of us at some point. And then ultimately, you join the ranks of other superheroes. And again, there's not that many superheroes in the world. There's not that many lawyers in the world. There are a lot. But you will join an elite group where you have an opportunity to really help people. You heard Shamini talk about what she can do. You, with those kinds of powers, if you go to law school and you get this training, you will have that opportunity to help people, whether it's a company, like the ones Billy's assisting with, or the ones that Billy's helping. Somebody who's got an idea. You may not be the person who's got the creative idea, but you might be the person who can help them carry that idea into fruition, and to get that product, to get that amazing idea out there. Because that's what lawyers do. We help others, and in different ways. Whether it's and for me, back in the day, it would have been the dream to help folks like my mother and my father, immigrants who didn't really understand their rights. You've heard about some of the pro bono work that our folks do. So as lawyers, if you become a lawyer, and it's not easy. You watch all those superhero movies, it's never easy, right? It's a tough road. Becoming a lawyer is very challenging. So I'm not going to kid you by telling you, oh, it's a rosy path. But if you get there, you have an opportunity to make a huge difference. And here's the other thing. With a law degree, you can be just about anything else you want to be. Yes, you'll take on some debt to do that, but any kind of additional training, business school or otherwise, is going to require the same thing. And ultimately, with the training that you get as a lawyer, you have the potential to do a lot of things. I suppose you could become an actor. Anybody watch the movie 300? Gerard Butler, that guy, he apparently went to law school. You can go into politics. You can become a business person. We know a ton of people. I bet you, everybody here on this panel, I bet you knows somebody who went to law school and then chose to go to business instead. but they have a legal training. You can go into real estate. That'll help you understand all the documents you need to know in the real estate practice. You can even become President of the United States. Many of us probably have forgotten, but Barack Obama was a lawyer first. He was a lawyer first. So you too could have the ultimate goal of becoming the most powerful man or woman in the free country. In the free world. You can lead this country. That's what becoming a lawyer can do for you potentially. And that is how being a lawyer is a lot like being a superhero, I think, because you have ways to change the face of history. So I'm really glad that all of you have come this morning. I hope that you will benefit from the information and the knowledge you've gotten here. The Asian American Bar Association, one of our missions is to try to increase the pipeline of diverse attorneys. And the way we can do that is by talking to you guys and helping encourage you to become lawyers. There really are not enough Asian American attorneys in the profession. And so you can help make that change, and you can help bring about that change. So I want to wish you good luck as you forge on to if you're in high school, making it to college. If you're in college, making it to law school. But feel free to reach out to us, to the panelists, to the ones that you'll hear from later today, if there's anything that we can do to try to help you. If you know any lawyers, I really encourage you, like the panel was telling you, talk to these people and figure out what they do. Maybe they tell you, hey, it's something they don't like, and maybe you go, oh, that changes my mind. But even so, if that's the case, that's still helping you figure out what it is that you're going to ultimately do. So anyway, I encourage you to become a lawyer, but also really to explore and understand why, and ultimately join us as superheroes. Thanks.